Hey, what is up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really awesome card trick. This is definitely one of my favorite no setup card tricks out there. I think this is one of the best no setup card tricks as well. Definitely something you can really perform whenever you want. Super impromptu, super fun to perform, and gets great reactions. Don't forget about the contest we are running. We are doing monthly giveaways now. We're going to try to mix things up. We're not going to do the same sort of giveaway every single month like we've done in the past where we just give away gift cards. So we're going to try to mix it up. So every single month you guys are going to get something new. For the January giveaway, we are giving away 10 Theory 11 decks of your choice. You can pick any deck, any color from Theory 11. You can also go ahead and win 3 Amazon gift cards. We're giving away 3 $10 Amazon gift cards, okay? All you have to do for this is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment something you like about this video if you're new to the channel, or something you just like about Card Shuffler 99. Anything to do with Card Shuffler 99, go ahead, comment that down below. You can enter on all of our videos that have the January contest mentioned in the beginning. And yeah, let's get into it now. We do, if you're looking at the thumbnail, if you're interested in that deck of cards, that is the Art of Cardistry deck. We were actually in contact with the people from that specific playing card company, and we are going to just let you guys go ahead. I hope you guys like that specific deck. We'll put a link down below to the Kickstarter page for that deck, where you guys can go ahead and look at it. It's definitely a really cool deck. I believe it isn't actually launched yet, so you guys can definitely go ahead and look at that. But yeah, we were in contact with them, so if you guys were interested, that's the deck that's in our thumbnail. Alright guys, let's get straight into the trick. So we can start out, shuffle the deck, doesn't matter the order of the deck. Go ahead and get that cool mix up. Now Robert, what I want you to do is go ahead, I'm going to have you touch any card for me. Just go ahead and do that for me now.
That one.
This card right here?
Yes.
Perfect, go ahead. Take a look at that. That is your selection, Robert. We'll go ahead, we'll set that down right there, and we'll go ahead and cut the deck. Take your card, put it somewhere into the middle, give or take. Doesn't matter, we're just trying to get your card completely lost into the deck. Now, Robert, this is what I'm going to have you do for me. I'm going to have you play around with your imagination a little bit, and what I want you to do is go ahead, put your hand out for me, and go ahead and I want you to pretend like you're taking your card straight out of the deck, like you're just getting rid of your card. Perfect. Now hold on to that card for me. What I'm going to do here, Robert, is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go through the deck. Now this is what we're going to do here, Robert. I'm going to go through the deck here, and what I want you to do is go ahead and tell me if you see your card, okay? So once you see your card, you let me know. All right, let's get into it. You ready?
Yep.
Look carefully. I'll go one by one. Do you see your card?
I did not.
You didn't see your card? Did you see your card anywhere there?
No, I did not.
No? Look through here as well. Go through one by one. Just go slowly. Try to get you to see your card. Anywhere? Anywhere, Rob?
I'm not seeing it.
No?
No.
Well, you see, it's probably convenient, obviously, because you are holding your card. So why don't you, to go ahead, just throw it back into the deck for me.
Boom.
Perfect. I'm going to hand you the deck. Go ahead and count out. Spell out your card for me.
N-I-N-E-O-F-S-P-A-D-E-S. What? It's
And
my
there
card.
it is, your card, the 9 of spades. So that is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely, like I said, one of my favorite impromptu no setup card tricks. And let's get straight into it. So credit to this trick goes out to Pitcake. I did see this on his channel. It's definitely really nice. Once I saw it, I was just immediately in love with this trick. I really do enjoy it. So I got to give credit where credit's due. And there you go. So like I said, this is a no setup trick. And it's a pretty cool one, to be quite honest. So I think the principles behind this trick is definitely something that you should really know, and something you can apply to other tricks as well. So for sure, let's get into it. So there's a couple ways you can go about doing this trick. You can, I guess, in 2 ways. You can either look at their selection, or you don't have to look at their selection. Obviously, if you don't look at their selection, it makes it a little bit harder for you to actually, for the spectator to piece together. Because obviously, if you were to know the card, then, you know, they could obviously kind of put together, oh, you know, he had to have put my card in that specific position. But if you go about the idea that they don't know, or the magician doesn't know what the card is, that makes it even harder for the spectator to piece together. They'll be like, oh, well, he didn't even look at my card. He doesn't even know what my card is. So there's no way he could just put it in that position. So that makes it a lot harder. So I'll teach you guys a couple ways you can go about doing this without actually looking at the card, okay? So this is how it's done. What you can do, first things first, you can use a marked deck if you wanted to. That's always a good way of not looking at their card, but at the same time knowing what their card is. You could always use a marked deck. This is not a marked deck. You could also, if you really needed to, you could peek at the card. A way you can peek at the card is, for example, if they selected a card and you controlled that card to the bottom of the deck, there's a simple turn just like that. And what that does is when you turn the cards just like that, it actually shows you the card through the turn, and it looks normal. It looks like you're just kind of rotating the deck, and they obviously, through the control, they don't know that their card's on the bottom, so it makes complete sense if you were just going like this, and you can look at the card, you could say, oh, okay, it's the ace of clubs, and then from there, you would just have to go ahead and control that card back to the top. You could do that through an overhand shuffle. You could do that any way you really wanted to, just get that back to the top. So that's one way you could do it. So any way you really want to. Obviously, if you really don't want to go about, peeking at the card, then you could just look at their card. It's like I said, you can go ahead and do that. Either way, the trick is cool. It's just it would be harder for the spectator to piece together, obviously, if you don't actually look at the card. So once again, you're gonna have them select a card. So let's say they select this card right here. Perfect. You're going to go ahead and control that to the top. I'll show you a quick control right now. You can go ahead and just slide that in through the back here. Push down on the card so you get this little break like that. You can go ahead and cut the top part, portion here into as many packets as you want. You can do 3, 4, whatever. And then basically just control that bottom packet to the top. And then you just control that card to the top of the deck. Okay, so that's just a quick little overview there. If you guys want us to go ahead and make a video on some card controls to the top and to the bottom, feel free, let us know, and we'll definitely go ahead and do that for you guys. So once you have that card on the top, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut the deck, and you're going to hold a break. So you're going to just hold a little pinky break there. Now, you can go ahead, you can do this a couple ways. I think it's just easiest to just go ahead, cut the deck and hold a break. It just looks like, obviously, if you're in the motion of shuffling, so for example, let's say you were here, you were just shuffling the deck. Maybe you go ahead and you do a little bit of a false cut, I don't know, and then maybe you just cut the deck, right? So they just assume that, you're just mixing up the deck, and they don't find it suspicious, I guess you could say, as to why you just cut the deck out of nowhere. So you're just going to hold that pinky break, and what you're going to do here is you're actually holding a pinky break right above their card, okay? So once you have this pinky break, you're holding it above their card. You're going to ask them to go ahead and pretend like they're taking their card out. So it's kind of like imagination. So they're going to go ahead, they're going to pretend like they're holding their card, and they just took it out of the deck. What you're going to do is from here, you're going to just spread through, okay, until you get to this little break card. Once you get to their card, okay, you're going to go ahead under the cover, you're going to get a pinky break on that card. So once you have that pinky break, you're going to flip all these cards face up on top of their selection, holding a break still there. Okay, so now you have a break basically above their card here, as well as all these face up cards. So that's where your break is, okay? What you're going to do here is you're going to spell their card. So you need to know what their card is. In this case, it's the 9 of clubs. What you're going to do is you're going to need, now that you know their card, you're going to spell it out. So you're going to go N-I-N-E-O-F-C-L-U-B-S. 9 of clubs. And you're going to be like, did you see your card? You're going to play this off. Did you see it? No, they didn't see it. From here, you're going to bring this whole packet down, and you're going to continue spreading. You're going to continue showing. And you're basically, you just have this gap here, and you're going to keep spreading, until you get to that face down card. Once you get to that face down card, you're going to spread that face down card off, and when you square this up, what this does is it's actually putting their card in that position of the cards you just counted, because you counted off all these cards right underneath. So now, once you count this off, you can go ahead, you can square it up. Obviously, you try not to flash, so you're putting this face down card in the middle. Set that down. Now you can go ahead one by one, go through these cards here. Be consistent, so obviously you gotta just go one by one through here. They're not gonna see their 9 of clubs anywhere. They're gonna be confused, and what you're going to do, you're gonna put that, just take it, put it directly on top like that, and then you're gonna convince them like, oh, you didn't see your card obviously because you took your card out of the deck. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and throw that card right back into the deck. So they're gonna be like, oh, whatever, just throw their card back into the deck. And they still think like, oh, you got rid of my card or whatever, all that kind of stuff. You're going to say, here, take the deck for me and go ahead and spell out your card. They're going to do it. N-I-N-E-O-F-C-L-U-B-S. And just like that, the 9 of clubs will come up face up in the middle of the deck. That is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out, guys.